What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. What have we got for you today? We've got a story that is littered across the internet today. It's quite a big story. It's been apparent since March of this year, and it involves Johnathan Majors, the actor who plays Kang in the MCU, and the fact that yesterday, being Monday the 18th of December, he was found guilty for harassment and assault. Subsequently, Marvel Studios has dropped Johnathan Majors following a guilty verdict for harassment and assault, according to Variety Online. We'll get into this article, get some of the details, see what's going on, see what happened, see what everyone involved has to say for themselves. So, Marvel Studios has parted ways with Johnathan Majors, the actor cast to play Kang, who's the central antagonist in the multiverse saga of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, after he was convicted on December the 18th of 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault of Grace Jabari, who was his ex-girlfriend. A source close to the studio confirmed the decision to Variety. In the verdict, Major was also found not guilty of 1 count of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and 1 count of aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. He was arrested on March 25th on an assault and harassment charge after Jabari accused Majors of assaulting her in the backseat of a private car after she took his phone to read a text message he'd received from another woman. Jabari alleged that Majors forcefully retrieved his phone from her. He caused an excruciating injury to her right middle finger, and when she exited the car, Majors hit her on the back of the head and then tried to force her back into the car, which caused a cut behind her right ear. The 34-year-old actor denied that he assaulted Jabari. He's denied it every step of the way since his arrest in March, and his defence team has also alleged that she was the aggressor when she took his phone. During the nearly 2-week trial, the Manhattan District Attorney's Office released a series of disturbing texts between Majors and Jabari and an audio recording that had been used as evidence. It included messages in which Majors seemingly attempted to persuade Jabari against going to the hospital following a head injury, and a message in which Majors threatened to delete himself. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit weird. Majors tells Jabari that she needs to act like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama because he is, and this is a quote, a great man who is doing great things not just for me but for my culture and the world. It's not really untypical behaviour of a high-profile actor, really, to think he's doing great work for King and country and thinking that he's better than everyone else, probably. This next bit, it looks as though as soon as he was arrested and charges were brought against him, he was immediately dropped by his talent manager. His publicity firm, the lead company, is no longer involved with Protagonist Pictures film called The Man in My Basement, so he's lost work there, which is understandable, I guess. The US Army also pulled a major ad campaign featuring Majors. So did the Texas Rangers baseball team. He's lost several other projects involving himself, including Spike Lee's new movie The Understudy for Amazon, and the Dennis Rodman film 48 Hours in Vegas, which he was going to be involved with under Lionsgate. It says those remain in limbo. So they were pretty sharpish to ditch him. It looks very similar to the Johnny Depp case with Amber Heard. I mean, Disney, for some reason, Disney has waited until the verdict before they've parted ways. With Johnny Depp, it was pretty much immediate. We want nothing to do with you. The allegations were there, and that was it. He was gone. He lost Pirates of the Caribbean potential movie. He was kicked off Secrets of Dumbledore project and replaced by Mads Mikkelsen. And then you had the likes of Ezra Miller, who was like on camera committing crimes. He was caught burgling a house. He choke slams a woman in a department store on camera. He attacks people in Hawaii on several occasions. He was arrested under suspicion of various assault charges. And the guy was like, "No, you're fine. You're fine. You're mentally deranged. You're a poor, oppressed minority. You're a non-binary. You're a whatever the fuck you want to be this week. So we'll let you get away with it." Johnny Depp didn't get away with anything. Lost millions and millions of pounds, and then was found to be found to be innocent. and I think he told Disney to get fucked, in not so many words. I mean, there's hundreds of articles on this story if you want to go and read them, that I've read somewhere that he's actually, Johnathan Majors and his team, his legal team, are going to actually fight the decision and try and have whatever they do, a retrial, or just gather new evidence and go at it again to try and clear his name. So Marvel's decision to sever ties with the actor registers as the most high-profile professional consequence of Majors' arrest and now conviction. He's played versions of the multiverse-hopping villain Kang in the season finale of Disney Plus series Loki, and Majors' character was a pivotal figure at the heart of it. Majors was set to headline the first part of the climactic conclusion to the multiverse saga, which is going to be called Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. That was expected to start shooting early 2024, but in June, Marvel pushed the film's release from 2025 to 2026, which is like, that 2026 is like, that's going to be almost 20 years since the start of the MCU. Makes you wonder if anyone's even still interested in Avengers movies, given that none of the Avengers exist anymore. You've got no Iron Man, you've got Iron Heart, which is like a teenage girl. There's no Captain America. In the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, there was a new Captain America, and then the Falcon turns into Captain America. So we haven't got Captain America really, have we? The Hulk's turned into a fanny. I don't know what's going on with him. Thor's had enough. Thor movies are shit, so Thor's not in it anymore. Black Widow's dead. Hawkeye, we've got Kate Bishop instead. So really, we don't have any Avengers for an Avengers movie. So really what Marvel need to now decide is how do they move forward from this. It says Marvel executives led by studio chief Kevin Feige have discussed the possibility of having to pivot away from Kang to focus on another major villain. But who are they going to choose? Galactus is always going to stand out, isn't he? Now with Major's departure official, Feige and his team have some formidable creative decisions ahead, including whether to recast a new actor as Kang or cancel the Kang dynasty. It's not as if they haven't done it before. You had Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle swap places for Rhodey. You had Eric Bana played the Hulk, Ed Norton's played the Hulk. Then Mark Ruffalo jumped on board. Johnny Depp was replaced by Mads Mikkelsen. There's umpteen people have been recast. Katie Holmes was recast in Batman Begins with Maggie Gyllenhaal. One of the biggest and most jarring ones for me was Evie from Mummy. Was played by Rachel Weisz in Mummy 1 and Mummy 2, but then she was replaced by Maria Bello in Mummy 3, the Emperor, Dragon Emperor, or whatever it was called. And then Game of Thrones, the Mountain, has been played by 3 different people, so he's been replaced twice. So it's not beyond the realms of possibilities to just replace the actor. I know it sounds harsh, but it's always going to be a question on people's minds. What's going to happen with the MCU moving forward? Because obviously Kang was going to be a big part of it. Or they could even just cancel the Kang dynasty outright and reconfigure the remainder of the multiverse saga. The interconnected nature of the Marvel Cinematic Universe means that whatever Marvel decides to do could have some pricey repercussions at a time when its parent company Disney has entered a far more cost-conscious era. Yeah, because they've had about 14 flops in the last 18 months, which doesn't really bode well. And the last movie that they put out was The Marvels, which did horrendously. But no, you just keep pushing the message, and just keep pushing your agenda, Disney, and we'll see how far it gets you. But as far as Johnathan Majors is concerned, he's going to be sentenced in February of next year, and I think he could be facing up to a year in jail. But hey, we'll see. Watch this space, and if there are any further developments, I shall let you know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think they should recast Johnathan Majors? What are your thoughts? Anyway, I know it's a sensitive subject, but let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.